Iya Bu, yang itu. Oke. Oke. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everybody. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Danesh and today I will present to you about my student academic conference in the first semester of ninth grade. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, in this presentation, I will tell you about the subject and the topic that I picked, and there's gonna be explanation, application, perspective, and my self-knowledge about the subject. Last but not least, there's gonna be my personal reflection of this semester. So, for this student academic conference, I chose English. Why did I choose English? I chose English because I want to. English is not foreign to me because I've been learning it since I was very little, and I would love to expand my vocabularies and deepen my knowledge about English. In this era, if you want to go abroad, like me, and want and want to meet new people from other countries, you must master English because if not, then you cannot communicate with them. I also found English is fun to learn in a way. And the topic that I choose in English is amazing people or personality adjective. So, when I was studying about personality adjective, there's a few questions that comes to mind, but I will break it into three main questions that I will be answering for you today. First is, what is personality adjective? Why is personality adjective important? And when do we use personality adjective? So, let's get to know about adjective first. Adjective is used to describe nouns such as people, things, and places. For example, a big house, a beautiful flower, a cute cat, and adjectives are used to answer questions like what kind, what color, how big, how small, and how many. So, personality adjective are descriptive words we use to talk about how someone is like, what someone is like, not by appearance, but by their behavior and character. It's important for us to learn because it helps us to describe and communicate our impressions about other people, and it helps us to understand someone's true character. So here I have a list of negative and positive traits. There's actually a lot more than this, but I cannot put it all in here, so we'll be reviewing a few of them. So first, let's get to negative. There's arrogant, selfish, impatient, moody, careless, stubborn, unreliable, rude, manipulative, bossy, blunt. Blunt is, I would say, it's honest, but like in a more hurtful way. And there's judgmental and irresponsible. Next is positive. There is brave, easygoing, hardworking, empathic, adaptable, optimistic, supportive, kind, patient, confident, reliable, honest, thoughtful, and creative. So, when do we use personality adjective? So there's actually a lot more example and answer to this question, but I will be telling you my 3 examples that which is first, when we can use personality adjective when describing someone. For example, the twins are mischievous, always planning some silly pranks. Or Johan is stubborn, refusing to change his mind once he's decided something. And second, we can use personality adjective when contrasting or compare 2 behaviors to show growth. For example, there's our classmate was very shy before, but now he's outgoing and join activities. And then she used to be careless, but now she's responsible. And lastly, we can use personality adjective when describing preferences in activities. What I mean is, if someone enjoys challenges, they can be called as an adventurous person. Or if they prefer working alone, they can be independent. Or maybe they avoid group discussions because they're awkward. Now, English is not my first language. My first language is Bahasa because I'm an Indonesian. So I decided to compare the 2 languages of their different versions of personality adjectives. So first we have English. So English has a graded or leveled up trait. What I mean is the words are different, but the meaning are different intensity. So, for example, I have kind to generous, which is very kind, and then compassionate, which is extremely kind. There's funny to hilarious, which is very funny, and then smart to intelligent, very smart, brilliant, extremely smart. And then there's angry to furious, brave to courageous to fearless. Now, if you compare it to Bahasa, I have done quite a research on this, and Bahasa, I would say Bahasa relies more on the word sangat or banget if you want a informal or everyday conversation. For example, we have pemalu to sangat pemalu, and cerdas to sangat cerdas, and then ramah to sangat ramah, and baik to sangat baik atau baik banget. There's actually a few graded up words like English has in Bahasa, but there's not as many like marah to murka, and senang to gembira, and then bahagia. I think there's more than these 2 examples that I gave you, but these 2 examples are the one that comes to my mind. So, next is my self-knowledge about in this topic. So, I know personality adjective quite well, which makes it easier for me when I want to describe something or someone. But I often forgot most of the vocabularies because there's a lot of them, and I cannot remember it all. Maybe I can, but I have other subjects to remember, and if someone does mentions a trait or an adjective that I forgot, I will try to remember it and use it the next time I want to use personality adjective. And other than studying at school, I usually speak English with my friends and my parents because it's one of the most effective ways for me to learn English. And when I think about it, in my conversations with my friends or parents, I usually use personality adjectives more than I thought. Now, my personal reflection in this semester. I will be using bahasa. Jadi, untuk refleksi saya semester kali ini, Kekurangan saya adalah saya cukup mudah untuk overthink atau saya merasa eh, khawatir berlebihan, lalu saya menyepelekan waktu dan saya masih cukup menunda-nunda tugas. Lalu di sini kelebihan saya itu saya merasa bahwa saya mulai belajar atau mengenali belajar mandiri, lalu saya tetap mau berusaha untuk give it all atau berusaha semaksimal mungkin, maupun itu dalam tugas atau dalam ujian sekolah. Lalu saya tetap mau untuk mengevaluasi diri saya dan saya berusaha untuk mengevaluasi diri saya untuk memperbaiki kebiasaan-kebiasaan saya yang masih kurang. Lalu di sini tindak lanjut saya terhadap kekurangan saya tadi yaitu yang pertama, insya Allah saya akan belajar untuk memanajemen waktu lebih baik, lalu lebih aktif dalam menghubungi guru ketika saya ada tugas atau ujian yang terlewatkan, lalu lebih serius dalam belajar mandiri, dan insya Allah lebih mendekatkan diri kepada Allah. Nah, di sini harapan saya terhadap guru yaitu saya harap guru-guru bisa lebih sabar dalam membimbing saya dan saya mau mohon doa dan dukungan untuk kedepannya tidak hanya untuk saya tapi untuk Gen 5 juga. Lalu saya harapan untuk orang tua, saya rasa bahwa orang tua saya sudah cukup suportif. Saya hanya mohon doa saja dan dukungan. Okay, that is all. If there's any questions or comments, please help yourself.
Baik.
Subhanallah.
Ya, terima kasih Danesh atas presentasinya. Saya langsung ke Miss Bubun untuk memberikan komentar maupun pertanyaan. Dipersilakan.
Danesh, see what I told you before? That you will keep on amaze me, keep on making me proud, and I don't really have to worry about you. So, the only, it's the only time she came to me before. Danesh came to me before she made the presentation for some ideas, and then after that I need to kind of like, hey, how are you doing with the presentation? Maybe twice you did, Danesh, and then you told me that you were working on it, and I never doubt you, so I don't really need to be very involved with the way you present thing, and then I knew that you have you practice maybe twice or three times for this presentation, and it's flawless, sayangku. It's flawless. So very proud of you, and you need to be very proud of yourself because it's what is that? You show so many improvement in many things, and then with the way you present, with the way you're confident as well. You also correct yourself when you think that you have made a wrong pronunciation. I didn't know what is that. Hold on. But you made it. You correct yourself, and you made when you made a little bit wrong pronunciation, yeah. And then the originality. Also, I gave you the ideas, and then you also kind of like put lots of things, but you have your own originality as well. You add more to what I have given you. So there's nothing else that I could say except that it's a cum laude. What is that? It's very, very good. There is nothing that I could add except you need, if you want to keep on what is it? improve your English. Maybe in the future you kind of like look for some a debate, yeah, a debate, a group community or anything, and then you write more, and then yeah, you write more. Maybe you write more, and then try to put it in some platform. I don't know. Yeah, so that's it. So I never doubted you and always proud of you, Danesh. So good, congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. That's it.
Thank you, Miss.
Baik, terima kasih Miss Bubun.
Yeah.
Selanjutnya saya persilakan kepada penguji Ibu Santari, dipersilakan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Congratulations, Danesh, for your excellent presentation. I would like to ask you only one question. This is a case study. Consider two marketing directors. Director X is pure extrovert. Director Y is a strong introvert. Extrovert, I divine, energized by meeting. You know, extrovert people get their energy from
Others.
interact with people, right?
Yes.
Excels at networking. Usually they have a very good, strong interpersonal relationship, right? And high volume communication, love to talk. Director Y, introvert, I divine as prefers deep analysis, excels in written strategy, and values quiet reflection. Clear, yeah? Okay. Analyze the comparative effectiveness of Director X versus Director Y. In a crisis situation requiring swift, complex decision-making and clear communication to internal teams. So they both deal with a complex situation. It needs a clear communication to internal teams, but also requiring swift, complex decision-making. So can you imagine the situation? Both are directors. One
Yes.
is introvert, the other one is extrovert. Okay. And which one do you think is the more effective when they are dealing with a crisis situation? And I hope you use more of your personality adjective when you compare both of the personality. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So introvert and extrovert. There's actually apa ya? They have their own way because they're introvert and extroverted. I really hope they don't turn into the opposite of themselves to deal with the crisis. So maybe introverted, because I'm an introverted person. I would say the introvert person would deal with the crisis like in their own time, but maybe in their own time, but faster. You know, maybe like communicate to others, but not publicly. And then interpersonal probably will deal with the crisis most of the time by themselves, because introverted person. And then maybe we can say introverted is more like an independent person, and then he's hardworking because they're not really want to socialize with other people, right? So the introverted person is, I would say, they're independent and responsible for the crisis they're having, and hardworking. And an extroverted person is kind of hard for me to describe, but I will try. uh, extroverted person. Yes, probably. Oh, there is more like yes, energized and maybe will gain their confidence by talking to others and discussing with others. Maybe like they like to socialize with other people. Like uh, I I I th- I think that extroverted person or people are usually an outgoing person and a laid back. So because they're an extrovert and they like to discuss with other people, I would say they're automatically will be a laid back and outgoing person, and they mostly will deal with the crisis uh, in a group discussion or with meetings. And yes, that's it from me.
Baik, terima kasih Bu Tari. Selanjutnya saya persilakan kepada orang tua Danesh. Di sini sudah ada Pak Cahyadi dan Ibu Rahma untuk memberikan tanggapan kepada Ananda Danesh. Dipersilakan Bapak Ibu. Apakah dari Ibu Rahma dulu? Dipersilakan.
Boleh saya dulu itu ya.
Iya.
Terima kasih Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih pertama-tama kepada seluruh Bapak dan Ibu guru SMP Al-Kautsar yang telah membimbing Danesh hingga tahap saat ini. Perkembangan Danesh sangat luar biasa. Terima kasih. Semoga ini yang diberikan bisa berkah sepanjang umur Danesh. Kemudian Danesh, you are always amazing. Presentasi Danesh itu sangat excellent. Your presentation is very excellent, Danesh. And then I will give you three personality adjective words. First, you are confident. Secondly, hardworking, Danesh. And the third is you are an adaptive girl. Danesh is mommy active. Would you please describe three words using personality adjectives to describe your mom? Thank you.
Jadi three personality adjective to describe you. Oh, okay. I would say my mother is a generous person. She is very independent and she is a thoughtful person as well. So there's that.
Thank you, dear. Ini dari Bapak berikutnya.
Iya, silakan kepada Pak Cahyadi untuk memberikan tanggapan kepada Danesh.
Iya, ini lagi di jalan ya, tapi mau jalan. Danesh, why didn't you use full of English in your presentation?
What do you mean? Masih di mute.
I mean you still combine English and Bahasa in your presentation.
Oh. For most of the presentation I use English, but on the part where I explain about my personal reflection in this semester. I use bahasa because it's not about the English subject anymore. So I hope you understand.
And one more, why when I send you, when I text you in WhatsApp, you never reply in English?
Oh. uh, uh, yes. I don't really think it's necessary because because well, maybe when you text me those messages, I'm not really in the mood for use English. So, yeah, I use bahasa instead. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Ya, cukup.
Ya, baik. Terima kasih Pak Cahyadi. Dipersilakan Danes untuk menutup presentasi.
Okay. I would like to thank you all so many times because your feedbacks are very important to me. And thank you for Miss Bubun for being there for me when I need you. Thank you so much. And thank you for my parents for your questions and feedback. I apologize if there's I mispronounce some a few words and I'm too fast when I'm explaining. Without further ado, thank you again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Izin Lip.
Kita foto dulu
Ya,
sebentar ya,
ya.
Bapak Ibu.
Oh, foto. Ya.
Sebentar.
Yay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ya, terima kasih. Mungkin saya leave
Terima
dulu
kasih
ya.
Bapak Ibu.
Tapi
Mas
Kang
Bubun,
Yoga,
terima kasih.
ya, Bu Lisandri, ya, Bu Tantri, ya,